Okay, let's play a little game of pretend. Let's pretend you, yes, you, the person listening, you're Gennady Golovkin's head coach. Your job is to come up with a game plan to beat Canelo Álvarez. Now, is your game plan going to be to try to outbox Canelo and leave it in the hands of the judges? Because that's exactly what Jonathan Banks just said, their new game plan. Look, guys, I'm blown away. I'm stumped. I'm stunned. I'm at a loss for words here. Jonathan Banks, okay. Well, no. Let's backtrack. Fight number one, Gennady Golovkin completely robbed. Okay, 118-110 Adelaide Bird, okay, for example. Fight number two, okay, closer, but I believe Gennady Golovkin won. Look at the seventh round. If they would have given that to Gennady Golovkin, he would have won. I mean, there's so many problems with the judging in the first two fights. And if you're his trainer, okay, your big mastermind game plan is going to be, we're going to outbox him. We're going to leave it in the hands of the judges, because that's exactly what Jonathan Banks just said a few days ago. Okay, they look, you know, in camps, sometimes they'll reveal their plan. You know, we're going to try to throw out flashy combos and, you know, a crisp jab, and, you know, and we're going to point our way to a victory. I mean, this is unbelievable. So let me play the clip. Here we go.
The goal is to go back to boxing, continue to box. The goal is to go back to boxing, continue to box. It didn't happen. And so the goal is to go back to boxing, continue.
Hey, if you can hear me, I keep saying to him, you can't box this guy. You got to fight this guy. In the second fight, he wanted to be a boxer. He thought he could jab his way to a win.
So, okay, you heard Abel Sanchez say you cannot outbox this guy. Maybe you can technically, but it doesn't matter because they're not going to give you the decision. The judges are not going to give it to you. And then, again, we go back to Jonathan Banks. He says, yeah, we're going to outbox him.
The goal is to go back to boxing.
They gave it to Bivol. They'll give it to Gennady Golovkin. I mean, just, again, the level of stupidity. I'm sorry. Look, I like Jonathan Banks. This is incredible. I'm speechless, guys. By the way, big shout out to Radio Raheem Second Sal. Okay, now look, guys, again, this is one of the most disturbing interviews I've ever seen. The level of ignorance is off the effing charts here, okay? You got robbed twice. Your big game plan is to go back to boxing and try to outbox Canelo and put it in the hands of the judges. Now, I can't play the full interview. I'll leave a link below, but this is their game plan. Okay, now we're also going to hear the stark, dramatic difference from Abel Sanchez. You know, Abel Sanchez weighs in on this and gives his opinion.
You got to fight this guy. You can't box him. You got to fight him. And I think that he wanted to prove to everybody that he could box. And in the last, I haven't seen the whole fights, but I've seen his face after the fights. Last 3 or 4 fights, his face got more punishment on it than he did in his whole career with me.
I mean, guys, this is troubling. Okay, now I just listened to the full interview with Abel Sanchez he did a couple weeks ago, and he said, look, you know, Gennady Golovkin needs to go in there and do what Triple G does. You know, be a power puncher, be a headhunter, put fear into your opponent, make it a dogfight, right? And then you have Jonathan Banks going, yeah, we're gonna, you know, try to out-jab them, leave it in the hands of the judges. Are you fucking stupid, bro? Like, I cannot believe what I'm hearing.
But we know that the big-name fighter, the money fighter in Vegas, often has an advantage on the scorecards for whatever reason.
Not often, always.
Okay, always. Okay, always. Okay, always.
That's what it is.
So knowing that, he can't go in and expect different results with the same performance.
Now, on the other side of the coin, Team Canelo, they said, no, we're coming in, we're looking for the knockout. It's going to be an early night, okay? They're predicting round 8, round 9, TKO, stoppage, knockout. Something's going to happen. A bad cut, we don't know. Okay, flip back over to Team Gennady Golovkin. Yeah, we're going to put it in the hands of the judges, you know, because that never works, and it didn't work the first 2 times, but third time's a charm, I guess. I mean, I don't quite understand the logic here, but, you know, this is what I was worried about. And look, you know, if Gennady Golovkin goes in there and tries to outbox Canelo and loses, I will not defend them. If they go in there and try to outpoint, outjab, and you know, throw some flashy combos to impress the judges, and they lose, I will not defend Gennady Golovkin.